What if I told you that one shift in how you spend your time could completely change your life? It's not a gimmick. It's not a get-rich-quick pitch either. Just one truth that no one is taught in school. You were never shown this, so I'm gonna show it to you today. You don't need more hours, folks. You need better use of the hours you have. So stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'm gonna show you something that I've learned, something that I've applied, and something that the most successful people on the planet have used to protect their time, to multiply their time, and to buy back their time freedom. This might literally be one of the most important videos that you watch this year, because if you get it, everything changes. Now let's get real. We've all got the same 24 hours in the day, but the truth of the matter is this. Most people, they waste about a third of it without even noticing, without even giving it any thought. They scroll through TikTok and social media, they binge on shows, they stare at their phone, they stare off into space. Woohoo! They think about something that they can do bigger in life, but that's all they ever do is think about it, while they do absolutely nothing to make it happen. If you did the math, folks, that's like 22 hours a year gone forever. That's like throwing away 3 months of your life. Do I have your attention now? Because that's just the normal. That's the average. Most people are way worse than that, and most people are running on autopilot. But here's the thing. I know for a fact that you want more from life. And it doesn't start with more money like so many people think. It doesn't start with the perfect side hustle. It starts with this. You learning how to use your time more productively. My name's Chris Naugle. This is What Now? What's next for your time? All right, so the clock is ticking just like that. We're all taught the same game. Go to school, get a job, work hard, trade your time for a paycheck, all to make a little bit more of this. 40 hours a week, then 40 years, and then, well, maybe you get a few years of freedom. Like, let me tell you something. That's not a law, folks. That's a trap. It's a trap we're taught to believe, and it is not the right way for you to go forward. You're not paid for what you're worth. You're paid for how available you are. That's the trick. That's the game. And you're stuck in the mindset of trading hours for dollars. That's the mindset you're stuck in, and you're playing to lose. You see, wealth doesn't come from grinding more. You see, it comes from thinking differently, and it comes from buying back your time. And that will get you off the hamster wheel. So speaking of thinking differently, if this is landing for you, what I'd love to ask you to do is hit that little button right there, that subscribe button, and right above there's a little bell. I need you to smash that bell so that good old Wilson here can send you a thank you letter, and we will. Because once you smash that little bell, you're gonna be notified every time we put out new content. But speaking of content, let's get back into changing your mindset around your time. So let me break it down for you, and let me make this extremely simple. Think of it this way. Think of it like you want to bake some bread. I know it's kind of just came to my mind. What do? You first get all the ingredients, you put them all together, you mix them together, you knead it, then you put it in the oven. But then after that, what do? Well, what most people do, they grab their phone and they start scrolling. They stand around, they zone out, look off into space. But you know what smart people do? They don't zone out. They start cleaning up the kitchen to get ahead. They start checking things off the task list. They pick the phone up and make a phone call for a business call. They move something forward. Life is full of these bread in the oven moments. Think about it. When you're in the airport, you just zone out? How about waiting rooms? What are you doing then? What about the car line at school dropping your kids off? What about when you're watching your kids at a game? Treat every one of those moments like dead time, but use them the way the successful use them. Use them to get ahead. You see, successful folks, they don't waste time. They stack the minutes. They make them count. Right before we went into filming this, I was telling Jordan, and Jordan's the filmer here, I was telling him about how every time that I get some free time, like a cancellation in my calendar, I get antsy. I can't just sit around anymore. I have to do something productive. I have to go out and film a podcast. I have to watch an Earl Nightingale video or a Napoleon Hill video. There's something that has to happen that moves me forward, that gets me in the right mindset, because dead time, although some will say is good, for me, that isn't good time. I need to stack minutes and I need to make those minutes count. So here's some of that hard truth that I was talking about. If you're doing everything yourself, you're probably doing most of it poorly because you're not an expert in everything. If you're spending your time cutting your grass, weeding your gardens, organizing your inbox, hey, that's cool. Maybe you do actually enjoy that. But what is that really costing you? Could you have used those same hours to do things like film content, reach out to a new lead, call an old friend to talk to them about something productive, build something long-term? See, the wealthy, they protect their time. It's like gold. And I can tell you that that's the truth. They buy back the things that take away their focus. Here's what they do. They delegate those tasks. Because mowing the lawn, you could hire that out to someone that's $15 an hour. And you know what? Are you worth more than $15 an hour? Yes. They outsource things. They replicate themselves. In other words, they hire somebody to do the things they're not good at. You see, I get that. But I understand that not all of you are there yet, because I wasn't there. But you need to be thinking that way. Because the longer you stay stuck doing $15 an hour tasks, the longer you're gonna stay being stuck earning $15 an hour and getting $15 an hour results. That's the truth. I know that's like hitting below the belt, but tell me it's not true. Every bit of it is. You see, the game isn't just about buying back your time, it's about buying forward time. There's a book called Buying Back Your Time. It's a great book, but let's talk about buying forward your time. And here's how you do it. You build systems and processes. You create cash flow in your life. You duplicate yourself. You automate where you can. Because money doesn't just buy stuff. Money buys space. It buys freedom. It buys back your ability to show up for your family, to show up for your health, and to show up for your purpose. And for some people, that's what they need more of, purpose. Because even when life hits hard, we all need to realize that that's what's supposed to happen. Life isn't supposed to be easy. It never was. You see, God is going to prepare you for what you're not doing today. God is going to prepare you for what's coming next. And sometimes that's going to require change. It's like an eagle. An eagle goes through a transformation where it has to rip its beak off, tear its claws out to evolve. And if it doesn't, it dies. Now, although you're not going to die if you don't evolve, it's almost the same thing, because you're not going to live the life you should be. You're not going to be living the life of purpose, which is the life of your dreams. You must change. That change will hurt. It will come with sacrifices. The people you surround yourself with today, in the future, you might not surround yourself with them because they don't serve the future you. You see, God has a weird way of taking things away from us. God has a weird way of making things happen that are completely out of our control, that at the moment when they happen, we question it. We ask, why, God? Why are you doing this? Stop asking why and start saying thank you. Because all He's doing, all God is doing, is preparing you for the person you were meant to be. But that requires you to show up. And when that's going to happen is when life is hitting you the hardest. Boy, I could write a book on that one. You see, this is why I talk so much about cash flow all the time. I'm not trying to flex. I'm not trying to make this all about money. But you know what? Money buys your time. But it also is the key to giving your life back, because time is your life. And every one of us are working for more time, not more money. But here's one of the biggest problems. Everybody's looking for a shortcut. They're looking for a hack. They're looking for one funnel, the one funnel secret that's going to take them to the stardom. Forget that. You got to start thinking long-term, because success is about planting seeds, planting good habits, making smart money moves, not taking the excessive risks. One delegated task at a time. You plant them now, water them daily, and then one day you're walking through a forest of opportunity that you planted many years ago. And if you need proof of this, just remember what Earl Nightingale said. He said, rewards in life will be in exact proportion to our contribution to life. Let me repeat that because you need to hear this. Your rewards in life will be in an exact proportion to your contribution to life, to what you give. So if you want more, start giving more, start building more, start showing up more. You see, it all adds up, and it all has to start right now. Let me give you a hack, because I know that's what you're looking for. This is a really important hack. Let me give you the math. Every morning, I want you to go to your alarm, and I want you to set it for 1 hour earlier. Every day, not just Monday through Friday, 7 days a week. You are going to get up 1 hour earlier. Do you know why? Because you're gonna crush the competition. You're gonna do things that no one else can do, and all you had to do is get up 1 hour earlier, because here's the math. 1 hour every single day, 365 days a year, is equivalent to over 9 extra 40-hour weeks. Think about that. Your competition is sleeping in. Everybody else that is conforming, the 95%ers, they're sleeping in. They're waking up when they always do. You're getting up 1 hour earlier, and because of that, you added over 9. The number is actually 9.12. Over 9 extra 40-hour weeks. And all you had to do is get up 1 hour earlier and then make it count. I don't care if in that hour all you do is listen to Earl Nightingale and then do some push-ups or go for a run, or maybe just sit back and that's your quiet thinking time. Maybe that's the time when you write down your dreams, your goals, and your ambitions, because no one in the house is probably up. This is your time. Own it. Back to money. See, once money starts working for you and you're not trading hours for dollars just to survive, that's when things really start to happen, because you're not wasting that gift. You're using that time to truly live, to teach your children what you should have been taught, to love your wife, to go outside, to breathe, to appreciate what God has given you, to give back to your community, to stand for something that matters, to be the person your younger self needed. Use your talents. The ones that God gave you and the ones that are only for you. Your dreams are yours, nobody else's. And help others, because to fuel a cause, to support a mission bigger than yourself, that's kind of like what Gandhi said, right? Be the change you wish to see in the world. You've got the time. Now make it matter. All right, so let's get back to this. Let's land this thing. You see, if this message hit for you, don't just sit with it. I've put together a 90-minute training for you, and it breaks down step by step exactly what you need to do to make money work for you. And I know, you're like, oh, it's 90 minutes. I don't have 90 minutes. Yes, you do. I just told you to get up an hour earlier every day. I just need 90 minutes. Because if those 90 minutes I'm telling you I need you to give, if those give you back 1 full month of your life next year, would that be worth it? Would that be an equal trade? I'd say that'd be a win, because that's an ROI on your time. That is how wealth builders think, folks. So watch the 90-minute video that I'm gonna show you at the end. But hold on, before you click away, we're almost done here. I need you to write some things down. Seriously, like grab a pen and get some paper, and we're gonna frickin' write some things down right now. I want you to write down, where are you wasting your time? Then I want you to write down, what can you eliminate? What can you automate, and what can you delegate? Then, what would you do with 1 extra month this year if you had 1 extra month just given to you? And then I want you to write down this really important question. How much is my hour worth? But then I want you to think about this. Am I living like my hour is worth that? You see, these questions, they're a compass. So use them. Because you are just 1 shift away, not from a breakthrough stock, not from a hot tip or a hidden strategy, but from a decision to use your time with purpose. If you've stayed with me this long, then thank you. Seriously, thank you. You are literally the 1%ers. You gave me your time today to learn, to reflect, to grow, and to be more. That means something to me. And I promise you, if you follow what I just told you, it will be worth it. So what I want you to do is watch this 90-minute video right here, because I want you to keep building. I want to keep growing, and I want to grow with you. So let's make every single minute count. My name's Chris Naugle. This is What Now? What's next? See you on the other side.